able to get the email.
Okay. And you were using
So we're using Amazon Lex, and we created a Lambda function, and we did a couple different things through this.
Um, I was working in parallel, like on I was trying to do it I was trying to do it on S3 as well. Like I was doing like a different website on S3, but even that's not working. Even that's like running into the same problems. So
sorry, what were you doing in S3?
he like put most of his code on Amazon. I was using like what we learned in class, basically like the index HTML and the Lambda Python, and the I was using like API and the SES. I was like using those for and DynamoDB,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's still not working. I didn't use Lex for mine, but yeah,
Okay.
it basically just has the same problem. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Um,
we decided to go with Lex for like the final for like the final project. So
Yeah,
okay.
we just wanted to test out different ways just to see which way would work better. So we were just kind of throwing ideas out to each other just to figure it out, and we thought that if we were to just do two separate ones, we would be able to combine them and make one really good one.
Okay. So
But both of us
let's
are unfortunately running into the same issue.
same issue. Okay. So can I see the lambda here?
Yeah. Okay. This is our code for Lambda.
Okay. Okay. So where all email IDs are mentioned here? Can I search for email in this?
Um, so this gives the customer email, which this is the part where it asks for the email, and that would take it in. But um,
Search for email. Okay. So this is customer. Keep going. Okay. Send email. Okay. On the top of this, there is a sender email, right? All the way on the top.
yeah,
Did
I
you,
believe
for
so.
now, just try to put your email ID there.
Okay.
Let's see if it goes through. Or whatever the email you plan to give in the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And did you get any this email verified actually?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So SES is working for you for that.
Hmm.
Okay. The same email, right?
Yeah.
Okay, invalid because no usable messages given in the current slot. Okay. Did you check the CloudWatch logs and see if there is any other actual error which is there?
Where?
Do and then go to CloudWatch logs. Search in the it's search on the top CloudWatch. So CloudWatch log is a place where all the logs related to every service is getting written as long as it is
Hmm.
configured.
Okay.
So I'm not sure whether you configured it, but let's see if you see anything. Go to click on logs. So I
Uh,
guess you might not see anything on the left.
oh,
Log management. Okay, so you don't have anything. Go to your Lambda. So you might so what it says is basically there is no logs written, right? So
hmm.
you don't know what is happening inside when your Lambda is running.
Uh-huh.
So when you find these kind of errors, what we normally look at is you look at the logs and see, where it is getting stuck. Is there any additional error log which we can figure out through that log?
Hmm.
Now, for you, you have not enabled the log, so probably that's the reason you don't see any log at all, right? For us to even first of all do that. Now, what you do is go to the top of the thing.
Top of this.
Yeah, yeah. So go to configuration.
Uh,
Yeah, on the top.
okay.
Um, where is actually no. So go to monitor.
Okay.
Click on view CloudWatch logs. Okay, so it does not exist in the region. Okay, close this. So what you go do is go to configuration again.
Mm-hmm.
So look at permission and see if go to permissions. Okay, so you have click on that. Uh,
On by action
no,
or
yeah, drop down.
uh,
Okay, it says you have. Let go a little top. Just want to see about this. Okay, click on this role. So this is a role assigned to your Lambda, right? So we'll
hmm.
see what permissions. Okay, so you have the basic permission role. So your Lambda is the one which is writing SES, correct? Is calling
Hmm.
SES.
Yeah.
So, but you have not given any permission to SES here, right? So this only has a permission to write logs. So that you have given properly.
Hmm.
Now go back. So what you do is add permission. Now remember when we created the Lambda for the other project, right?
Yeah.
There was a permission which we need to give to write to SES, right?
Hmm.
For this Lambda to call the SES API to send that email, there should be a permission associated to SES which should be granted to this Lambda, or else the Lambda is not going to call SES.
Okay.
So do attach, search for SES. Yeah, select this one. Okay, go all the way down and attach it. Add.
Okay.
Right. So now you have the permission to send call SES to
Hmm.
call SES APIs. That's what your Lambda is doing, right?
Yeah.
Now just let's try to rerun it and see.
Okay.
Still, I don't know why CloudWatch log was not coming. Anyway, let's see.
Hmm.
Okay. You attached this lambda, right? To this light.
Yeah. So it should be in this fulfillment. Yeah, use lambda function for fulfillment.
Which lambda is it calling?
Uh,
There should be an alias you should have selected. Is it?
it's the same ones that I was using.
This is the same one.
I believe so. Yes. But
Just click on this. Is there anything else you have there?
no,
That's only one, right?
nothing wrong on this either.
So that's our latest. Okay, cancel this. Okay. Go to your Lexus IAM permissions.
Uh,
Uh, Click on.
deployment
Um, Go all the way down. No, go to all the way to the bot.
to the bot.
Yeah. Do you see anything about permission?
Mm,
Which one is the?
This is one pizza one.
It should be under bot. Click on the bot. Mm, Edit. Go back to the top.
Okay.
Okay, cancel this. There should have been an IAM permission page.
Here.
Because we wanted to see what it was doing, right?
Yeah.
When you created it, did not show anything about IAM at that point.
No.
Deployment. Keep going down. CloudWatch metrics. Just look at that and see
Where is it?
this one. Nothing on that. Click on bots again. Is there anything on select on that? Is there anything on actions there?
On
Just select this and click on actions.
oh,
Bot rename, nothing else, right? No edit in that.
yeah, no.
So it looks like it is not even going to Lambda yet.
Hmm.
That is why, if you go back to the CloudWatch logs, you will not see anything, right? So your CloudWatch, your Lambda has permission for the CloudWatch logs, but it was not writing anything on CloudWatch logs, right? It
Hmm.
was empty. So that means the Lambda is not even getting invoked. So
Yeah.
so the point is then your Lex, it is failing inside your Lex,
Hmm.
right? Now what we need to do is what it is happening inside Lex. For that we need to see the CloudWatch logs.
Hmm.
You did not write any DynamoDB, correct?
No, I did.
Okay, so this is the only place then we can see the thing. Okay, go back to CloudWatch logs. See, yeah, log management, nothing, right?
Hmm.
So that means nothing is getting written as well. Hmm. Okay, so do one thing, go back to the bot.
Okay.
Go inside the bot and go to the alias. Okay, click on that. Go down. Yeah, see the conversation logs. Okay, so you don't have anything. Your conversation log is disabled.
Hmm.
So manage that. Enable. Um, Log group. Did we create a log group here? Click on that.
No, there's nothing.
Okay, so go back to so now go back to CloudWatch logs.
Should I save this?
You can just open, right click and open another page and go to CloudWatch log. I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
matter actually. Cancel. You can cancel. You didn't do any change yet, right?
Okay.
Okay, so logs. What you need to do is anything called log groups, log management. Click on log management. Okay, create a log group and just write a name for your project, whatever your project, and call as logs, pizza logs. Okay, this is fine. Never expire standard. Yes, just create it. Nothing else you need. So this is where you're actually creating a group within this. So your logs will basically go inside this.
Okay.
Okay, so you created the group. Now let's go to the legs and configure the logs to use this log group.
Hmm. Where would I go to
Where
configure it?
we went to here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Conversation logs. Yeah, so this is the one you just created, right?
Hmm.
Wait, what other options do you have? Audio logs, we don't need, we need just text logs, right?
Yeah.
Text logs, choose, and you might need an IAM role. Okay, and IAM role, we will update your service role with, okay, we will update. Okay, so looks like they might automatically create that. Okay, save this.
Okay.
Oh,
Should I try it again?
yeah, let's try it out again. I just type something so that we can see if log is at least getting written.
Okay.
Or just do the thing what you regularly do.
Okay.
Can you just copy paste that log and put it in Zoom? Let me do a search upon that.
Okay. I might need to stop sharing my screen.
Okay. Go to the logs.
Go to
No, you get to go to CloudWatch logs. Search for CloudWatch logs. Yeah. See the stream, it has created a stream, right? At the bottom.
hmm
This is a time, see the timestamp on that, right?
Yeah.
So that's where you got to game. So because every time you work out with the chat, it will create multiple entries like this, right?
hmm
So
Okay.
latest one should appear on the top, but keep an eye on this thing, which is where you got to see where when you got that error, and based on that, you kind of go inside that log stream.
Okay.
Yeah, click on that. Okay, click on each of these and see what you're getting, or at least the latest one. Which one was the latest? What take last one, I guess, right? Click on the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, go down, see if you see anything in this which is useful for us to figure out what is going on. You keep going them all the way down. Anything like an error? Nothing, right?
No. No.
Okay, so which variable you were planning to pick the email ID from?
Sorry.
So in your Lex, where are you assigning that email ID to?
What do you mean?
So in your when you give that learning message, or when you are making the Lex learn about what it need to do,
Yeah.
you tell them that okay, when the user inputs an email ID, what it needs to do?
So I haven't made it like store the email address anywhere yet because I didn't get this part to work. So I was just holding off on that part.
Okay.
But I know Aryan was working on when he was doing it on S3, he got the storing part, I believe, to work.
Do one thing. Go all the way back to Lex and show me where you've put the conversation.
So this is like what the person could say. So these are
Right.
the sample utterances, and then initial response. So these are the slot types. Confirmation, just confirm. So these
Where
also
is it?
were not working.
Okay, so where is it? Where are you asking for the email?
Uh, where's that? Uh, is it in
No, but in your sorry in your Lex itself, you're asking the user to input the email ID, right?
yeah.
Where was that?
I'm not sure where it is.
Delivery method, I guess, right? Pickup delivery. No, it. These are the options, I guess.
Yeah, where?
I think go back to intent itself. Go down.
Oh,
Conversation.
conversation flow.
Okay, so What email should I send your receipt to? You're having this email address, right?
Hmm.
Where are you catching that?
Uh,
That response, intent detail, go down. Keep going down. Utterances. Just see what all. Okay, that's all, is it? Okay, plain, that's fine. Initial response, loads. Wait. Messages. Okay, keep going down. Size, pizza type, pickup, delivery, custom. Okay, click on this.
oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, I think last one.
And customer email.
Okay, advanced options, customer email. You're putting this slot type down.
Could it be because I didn't set any values to this success, the wait and continue failure, that it just has nothing to say, so it gives me an error?
Okay, so
Like, so if I were to put something here, and since it's a success response and I give them my email, then it wouldn't pop. I'm not sure if this is right or not.
failure. Is there a failure? Failure also you do not give anything, right? So there's nothing
Um,
literally after this.
yeah, there's not.
Okay, just try that. Might be,
Okay.
I'm not very sure. And we are reaching the 30 minutes, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
have the other team as well come back. So we might need to take this offline.
Okay.
Agreed, Vimal. I was going to say the same thing. I hope the other teams were, anyways, watching the troubleshooting, so it's helpful for them as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But having said that, yes, we can move on with the other teams and then come back. We have 100% attendance, so either of the teams can go now.
Okay. So let's give one last try here, and before that, we'll do this and then get to that.
Okay. Nope,
Okay.
still
We'll
nothing.
have to figure this out. So do some research on this error log,
Okay.
and three of you send it across to the team.
Okay.
This is an error. Probably we are seeing it for the first time, right? So even I'm seeing it for the first time. So it's not probably gonna be straightforward. So you
Okay.
might have to research on this, figure out what scenarios in Lex do we get this kind of errors, right? So that's how
Okay.
we're gonna do that. So do that independent research. We'll have to come back probably in another session for you guys.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Team one or two, who wants to go next?
We'll go first.
Yeah.
Can I show my presentation to understand the project first?
Uh-huh. Perfect. You guys all only four of you guys are on video, right? Please come back on video, everyone.
So this is the presentation. So we are doing the first team thing, which is automatic speech transcription system. So the AVS services we are using are S3, Lambda, Transcribe, SCS, IAM, and CloudWatch. So this is the workflow diagram. So first we'll upload audio to the S3 bucket, and the transcriber lambda will trigger it and will start the job, and we'll get the transcribed text, and the output will be saved in the output bucket, and we'll get the mail which is triggered by the mails and the lambda. So this is the bucket which we need to upload the specific audio file which needs to be transcribed. And this is the output bucket which we will get the transcripted file. And these are the permissions which are used throughout the project, which is Amazon S3 full access, Amazon SCS full access, Amazon Transcribe full access, and CloudWatch full access. This is the first trigger which is being used. So whenever there's an event happening in the input bucket, the transcription job can happen using the Amazon Transcribe. This is the second lambda trigger, which is the mail sender lambda trigger. So whenever the output, there's a file in the output bucket, which is the obviously the transcripted file. This trigger will trigger the lambda, so we'll get the text file in our email. And this is the overview of the lambdas. There are two lambdas here. And this is a CloudWatch log. So whenever the event is happening, we can look through the CloudWatch to see what the process is and to see if there's any errors or something. So this is the email which I have given. So whenever it is finished, the text will be sent to my specific email. And this is the format, which is subject will be the transcription result. The body will be the greetings. Please find the transcripted text, and there will be the text attached. This is the pipeline. So first the audio will go to S3, then the lambda will.
Okay, Jay, we lose our audio, or can you guys hear me?
It to the email.
I think we just lost it for a bit.
Okay, sorry. Can you just repeat that, Shivika?
Oh
This.
yeah, sorry. This is the pipeline of what happens. So the audio, we will input, we'll give it to the upload it into the S3 bucket, and then through the lambda it will get transcribed, and then the transcribed text will be in the S3 output bucket, and through the second trigger we'll get the email with the transcribed text. And these are the things we would like to work on. This is the extended enhancements. So we would like to make it into HTML formatted emails. We could make it into a web UI for uploads, and we could also support multi-language transcriptions.
Perfect. I love this, Shivika. This is so professional. Couple of things I would suggest before you guys come and present it next week. Obviously, I want to see the demo next, but on the slides, um, three things actually. One is before if you go back to your share your slide again,
Oh yeah.
because I think each team is gonna get 10 to 15 minutes. I think that's what I told you. All correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that means you have time, right? So your demo actually is gonna be quick, right? So the actual demo when you show that's gonna be quick. So the time you have to spend is in this speech, right?
Mm.
So that means first thing, don't go fast, right? So go slow. Each slide, let's say you have 10 slides. Each slide, depending upon the material, take 30 seconds to 1 minute, right? So put it in a way that you are able to talk through for 10 minutes and use the 5 minutes for the demo, right? If your demo is, I guess demo is going to be fast, right? So you can make it. My point is, don't go fast. Spend time in your slide, right? Talk through what material. Now, when you talk through this material, except for the people who were attending this class, nobody knows what you're talking about Lambda, right? What you're talking about S3. Nobody in that hall is gonna know about it, right? So you don't want to get them bored about it. So you may want to you want to tell them what is Lambda, what is S3. So think of this from a common man perspective, right? So you might need to talk in that way. Now, initially, when I was speaking to you guys didn't know what Lambda was, what S3 was, right? So I might not have jumped into some technical terms about it. Now you have to tell that S3 is a storage where I can keep the files, right? And Lambda is a kind of a brain running thing where it can give get an input, do some action, and give an output, right? So that kind of a thing. So try to have your conversation in more layman terms where people who doesn't know AWS can understand what you're trying to explain there, right? So you don't want to have them sitting and looking at something which they have no idea what they're talking about, right? So that is second one. Third one, on the first slide, don't jump to AWS services immediately. You want to explain your problem first, right? You want to tell what your project is and what is that thing what you are trying to do, how it is going to help the world, or how a user is going to use it, in what way it is going to help, right? So you have to get that person or the audience first connected to the problem, right? Tell them, okay, let's say, give an example, right? If you have something, most of this right now with AI, we have solved it already in some apps or the other, right? Keeping that aside, if let's say those kind of things were not ready yet, right? Now, this would have been the way we would do all this, right? So let's say you are going to a country, let's say you go into Mexico, right? You don't know Spanish, right? And you are going into a restaurant there. That person doesn't have any idea about English, right? He only speaks Spanish. So you need to kind of bring in a real life example to it, so that people understand what is the problem statement, and then you kind of explain, okay, we solve this by this, why, kind of things. We use the services within AWS to store, and do the work. And why I use the service, because this S3 is nothing but a storage, and this is a place where I can give an input, where it says AWS can then pick it up and do the thing. So try to kind of be more attached to the audience who have no idea with what you're talking about AWS is, right? That is the main thing, right? So if a person other than the one who attended our series of meetings, if they are not able to understand, then we are not probably not doing a good job, right, at presenting it. So keep those kind of things in mind when you actually finally come for the thing, okay?
So I
And
would,
spend the time in each slide. I know you probably didn't want to go through each one of them in detail, because we all know about it, but keep it as a kind of an trial where you can actually do that on that next weekend.
yeah, due to the some kind of problems in the WhatsApp, I was not able to get the template. So I was just
No
trying to
problem.
include everything.
Okay,
Yes,
no problem.
thank you, Vimal. Could I just add a couple more points? I think you touched upon the first point where we talk about the goal of this entire project. I mean, what is the background? What is the context? And why are we doing this project? And what are we trying to achieve? So somewhere around that context would be great. And also considering this is a team effort, I mean, we're totally okay with how they want to split it. If somebody's going to run through a presentation, others being part of the demo. But nevertheless, I think we would want everyone to participate in this entire 15 minutes when they get an opportunity to present their project.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So unless there is another person who is going to talk through on the demo, there is still gonna be a couple of people who might not be able to do anything if you don't share, some of the tasks within the slide to the other person, right? So rather than just doing one person doing the whole thing, Shivika, might be you do some part of it, hand over 2 or 3 slides to another person, likewise split it, and then probably the fourth person doing a demo or something of that. So just make sure that all four of you are involved in the demo 15 minutes of what you're planning to do.
Yeah,
Nice.
we will divide it accordingly.
What were you saying, Arin?
Oh, sorry. I think I unmuted myself.
Okay. Cool. But I like this. This is very good. I see that you guys have put the effort in making sure that people understand what we're talking about. The small tweaks is what you need to take care of, Shivika. Okay, and for everyone actually.
So for the demo, yeah.
Okay, very good.
So this is the input file which I was talking about. So if I can upload.
Are you the one going to present the demo as well, Shivika?
Yeah.
Do we have anyone else from your team who would also be participating?
For today I'll do, and on the demo we will discuss it and we'll
Okay.
be dividing it accordingly.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. So it should come in my email. So this is the output bucket. So this is what I ran for the previous test, and this is how I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the IAM roles which I used.
Mm-hmm.
There were 4 of these. And then this is the lambda. These are the two triggers which have been used. This is the first trigger, which is like to call the lambda
That's lambda.
into making the transcription happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second one, the mail utility. So after it is given to the output bucket, we will get the text through a mail.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the CloudWatch to see if there's any error or something happened.
Can I on the CloudWatch, did you just upload a file right now?
Yeah,
Okay, can
yeah.
I just refresh and see if we can see the log associated to that? Just refresh on the right, you see the bottom here. Here. Yeah. Yeah, click on this. Okay. Transcripts saved to your bucket. Okay, good, very good. So this is what you're seeing, right? So this is what your Lambda is writing that it did the
Yeah.
work and saved it. And are you able to see that in the output bucket?
Oh yeah, the new one,
Which one is the new one?
this one.
Mhm. This one. Okay. All right. And go to the CloudWatch log for the second Lambda. Let's see if it picked it up. Timestamp is good. So email triggered by this thing, email sent. Okay.
So if I go over here, if I just go to my spam. Yeah,
Okay. Click on that.
this is just a sample of the one which I got.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's great. Thank you, Shivika. So, how did you guys do this? What did you guys do over the week? Who was responsible for what? When all did you meet?
We had discussions throughout the week, and I was
Yeah.
not too familiar about Python language.
One
So,
second, Shivika. Can I have somebody else on the team talk about that other than Shivika? Aditya, Arjun, or Madhav?
Yeah, can I say something then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so like we basically just like well I guess for like the start, like the very first 2 days we didn't really say anything. But I think like after that we did like call and like just like discuss like how we're gonna do it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then then we had like Shrivika like make the like code and stuff because like she did it all on her account. So I wasn't really sure like how we were gonna like help her on that.
Okay. So, which part of the item you did or others did? Did you guys test out anything other than doing everything in Shivika's account?
No, because I wasn't really like sure how to. I guess we'll have to just
Okay.
like when we present it though, we'll try to like figure out how we're gonna do that. Like in like the hall. So
Okay. What about Arjun and Madhav? Did you guys do what all contributions have gone in?
So for me, I wanted to first like set up the meeting, asking like, "Hey, when can we all meet?" And we tried like bringing everything together. I tried to contribute just because, but I wasn't here last week for the meeting because of exams. I had four exams the past week, so I was a little. I
Yeah.
didn't as much as I was a little preoccupied with because in college, so it was a lot of really time consuming.
Okay. No worries with understood. So, and what about Arjun?
Yeah, I haven't really been like too contributed into it like so far. I mean it's on like Shivika's account. I wasn't like too sure how I can help as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'll definitely try to like contribute.
Yeah. So, what I would suggest couple of things is one, obviously, the demo when you guys are doing, make sure that it is split between all four of you, right? So There should be some slides Arjun should be talking about, another slide or set of slides Aditya should be talking about, and Madhav. Uh, and then one person can volunteer to do the actual demo, right? So make sure all four of you are contributing on this. Second thing I would also suggest is try to replicate this in your account, okay? Because you're not going to learn unless you do it. It's not going to work. You cannot just look at it and learn this. It never works, okay? You would just see, okay, I understand it, then you go back home, done, okay? You will not be able to figure it out. So unless you have that hands-on thing, that okay, figuring out the errors, what is going on, solving that error, that is the learning curve, right? Not seeing is not the learning curve. It never works. Okay, so I would definitely suggest before you come to the demo, three of you just make sure that you're able to replicate what Shivika did in your accounts and learn from that. That will be personally useful for you, right? Now it is good for demo purpose, only one person account, that works fine, right? But for you guys to understand this better, try to replicate what she did in your project as well. Okay.
Yeah, thank
Aditya?
you, team. Aditya has his hands up.
Yeah. So for like the slide, would you prefer like we have like less slides and we like just explain it, or like should we have like more and just like go through it with like the audience? Like,
So I mean, I don't mind about the way it should be, but I think 10 minutes, because your demo is working, right? And the whole demo probably in a couple of minutes, um, and and let's say we give some minutes for people to ask questions as well. So at least 7 to 8 minutes you should be talking, right? So have slides which will help you talk about it. It doesn't mean that you write up everything in the slides, right? So have some bullet points. And I actually gave you the template was 3 slides only, right? You can have 3 or 30, right? As long as you're able to talk through that, I'm fine with that. But even if in three, you will then end up in one slide, you might need to spend 2 3 minutes. That means you need to have some content which you can talk through, right? What all AWS services you use, what those services are, right? In plain language, so that people who doesn't know AWS can understand. How did you integrate together? What all your services talk through each other, right? Which one is talking to the other one and why, right? So those things. I think that content what she's having right now, I'm fine with it. But just make sure that three of you are or four of you are able to talk through that. That is going to be very important. And don't be surprised with some questions which might come up from the audience. Okay, if there is someone who have AWS background knowledge, they might ask you some questions. So just be prepared for those as well. So that means you need to know what you guys are presenting. Did I answer you?
yeah.
Yeah, Arjun and Shivika, your hands up.
I just wanted to mention, I won't be available on the day of the actual presentation. I have like another competition.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vimal, could you please pin the file of the template in the chat?
Yeah, I will do that. But I don't mind using your thing. If that works for you, I'm okay with it. Okay, but I'll
Oh,
definitely share it.
okay.
My slide is, I think I included only few slides in that. Uh, but just that is a minimum, right? Obviously, you can have your your extra slides as well. No problem with that.
Okay.
I just sent this in the group. Sorry, in the Zoom chat. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
And if you
much.
go all the way down to slide number 79, you will see those templates there.
Yeah, Gayatri, you have a question?
I also won't be able to make it to the presentation next week because I have a competition too.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think towards the end we would want to know who all will be there on that day. I think Rupa is also preparing like a form that can be filled in. So we'll talk about it, I think, as soon as presentations are completed. So
All right.
Vimal, do you want to go with the next team?
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah,
Um,
teamwork.
when is the program? Is it on this coming Sunday or Saturday?
It's on the 22nd, which is Sunday from 2:30 to 4:30.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Good one, Shivika and team. Team two, great. Team one, actually. Good job. Thank you. Team two, can we go next with you?
All right, can we start?
Yeah.
Okay, so our project was the Smart Sentinel project, which is basically like using the AWS services to detect images and kind of see if they're strangers or people you know. And the problem with this, or the problem that we like had and led us to do this, was that like security cameras record record like everything, and it makes it difficult to know about like important moments, like if there's someone at your doorstep, right? And parents would like, if you're home alone, your parents would need to know if someone's at the doorstep. So the goal was to create a family create a camera that kind of knows your family, so it could alert your parents.
All right, so basically what's happening here is that this is like our general blueprint. So we have the camera, which is gonna be our input, right? It's gonna give us the image. And then we're using the S3 bucket with the trigger. So it goes through a list of all our existing VIP lists, I'd say, to check if the person seen in the input is a part of that list. And from there, it uses the lambda function to check that. And the like to basically compare both faces, we're gonna also use Amazon recognition.
Yeah, so the workflow, this is how they just explained. It takes a photo, the camera takes a photo, it checks the VIP list, and if it's recognized, it logs it or ignores it, or if it's not recognized, it sends a stranger alert. So some key features that we had was the face comparison, which compares the reference photo with the target photo, which is the photo the camera just took, and see if they match. And then there's the confidence scores, which just tells you how sure it is. So this is just a picture of our conclusion, like the alert that the AWS sends to us, the program sends to us. So yeah.
All right, so before we actually go into the problems we want to hit, I would like to do the demo.
Okay. Yeah, so just place a slide there so that you don't directly show people the problems you hit. So just put a slide there as demo and then go to the demo. Okay. Just one more thing on the slide, like I said, for the other team, uh, talk through a little more about why did you select that service, what that service is, right? In more plain language for another person to understand. What that service is, what is it internally doing, what it normally does, right? And how the handover from one service to this is happening, and what is the handover happening, and talk a little more about the architecture and the services. Okay, so help them understand why did you use those services. Cool.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two buckets, which is like the first bucket is the actual bucket for the VIP list. So in this bucket, we have images of soccer players who we choose to use for a VIP list. So we have this picture of Pedri, and then we have this picture of another soccer player. And then we have our actual camera photos bucket. So this is where we have to input the images of whatever the camera gives them, and yeah, they can, and then like it'll run the thing. And then here's our Lambda function. We have an S3 trigger attached to this, and what this will do is it'll basically like it'll let the recognition like use the its like thing, and then here we have our IAM like policies. So we have 4 policies which actually let the Lambda do this, and then we went into SNS and we created a topic called Stranger Alert, and basically this is what actually like sends the email. So all right, so now I'm gonna like demonstrate it. So I'm gonna upload a picture of
How many lambdas you had? One lambda or two lambda?
yeah, we had one. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna upload pictures of these 2 soccer players, and then I have to upload them. Okay, so now if I go to my email and then I click reload, it'll send me an email saying, oh, stranger alert, an unrecognized face was detected, and then it tells you the photo file, and it also does this for the other photo too. But if I go back and I were to upload a picture of someone who's in our VIP list, so Rafinha over here, if I upload this and we reload a bunch of times, it won't send me an email because this person's part of our VIP list. So it's like one of the this like it doesn't have the thing to send the email.
Perfect. And very nice, Sayari. So when you talk through this, talk through the logs as well. Did you check the CloudWatch logs to see, the, whatever it is getting written saying, okay, this guy is a VIP, so I'm not sending an email, but this guy is not a VIP, a stranger, so I'm gonna send an email. Those kind of things as well would be helpful when you show the demo, right? So how it is getting executed in Lambda so that people see that, okay, you put this bucket, this file, and this Lambda is getting called. Look at this logs. See, this logs is telling that, okay, this is what it is doing and making a determination of what it needs to do and things like that.
Okay.
Do you have that?
Uh, I mean, I didn't look at that, but
You share your screen. Let's just take a look at it. And if you don't have enough data which is getting in, returned to the logs, you have to update your Lambda to code to write some print statements. Yeah. And for everyone as well, right? So make it more interactive for people to see that, okay, not just the final result of the demo, but internally what is happening within AWS as well. We should try to show them. Go to logs on the left hand side, log management. Yeah. So which one is your Lambda?
this one.
Okay, click on that. Right. So look at the latest two. You did two, correct? Yeah. Um. Yeah.
Good.
Second.
Click on it.
Yeah. Either of. I think you might need to look both. So okay. So it says that, right? So
Yeah.
stranger detected, sending alert. VIP recognized. So you need to kind of talk through this, right? So when I uploaded Suarez, it basically he was part of the VIP list, so it system determined that it's not a send an email, but when you did somebody else's, it detected a strange, and that's when it is getting triggered. So make it more understandable for people to what it's internally happening as well.
Okay.
Perfect. And what did you guys learn? Go back to that slide. Whoever is presenting that.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the problems that we hit along the way, because obviously when we're completing this project, we didn't get it to send the alert right away at the first time. So we obviously went through a lot of trial and error, and one of the main problems that we faced is that you have to send the image, you have to upload it as a JPG format. There's a specific format that this follows along. In addition, when we were doing the resume project before this one, you had to run the Lambda through Python, and that's obviously just one thing that we had to remember and that we learned. That's something that we just had to implement through within this project. And then we also had to use a Cloud Shell restart when we're working with Amazon recognition, because at first we did a custom moderation and we set the S3 trigger through there, but instead you had to use Cloud Shell restart and use that program.
Do you have Anya, do you have a slide talking about all these three things? If not, prepare that. Just create a table of, 3 rows and tell that, okay, a title for what that issue was, right hand side, what problem did you face in detail, with a little more description, what did you do to solve it? Kind of 3 column,
Okay,
so that when you talk through this, people also can read through and, be with you.
okay.
Yeah, also, I
Next,
would like to like, expand on the Cloud Shell problem. So, like when I was actually doing like when I was trying to create the collection using recognition through Cloud Shell, I didn't really know how Cloud Shell worked. So then I like did the create collection command to create the collection, right? And then like I entered it and it worked, but then I accidentally restarted it and I didn't know like it still created the collection. I thought it was like, oh, I had to do it again. So when I went to do it again, it gave me like an error message. And then that's how I realized like it's like a terminal and it'll like save what you do. So then like that's how you're supposed to use it.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Talk,
next.
talk, talk, talk through that actually. Sai, when you guys are on the demo, make sure that whatever what you just said, talk through that so people know, the difficulties you faced. Yeah.
Is there a way for me to like get back to the Cloud Shell page like I used? Or is that like gone?
I'm not sure. It doesn't show any history.
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll have to check that. Yeah, Anya.
Okay, so next I'm going to talk about the process. Advait and Sahari did also mention this. So essentially, how we're going to do this, or how we did do this, is obviously you have to create a VIP list. And that's when we uploaded the 2 pictures of the soccer players that we wanted to be on the VIP list, that we wanted to be recognized. So we added these images to the S3 bucket, and then we linked that with the Lambda, with the function URL. And that's when we created that S3 trigger. So when the confidence score, like Nahal mentioned, when that confidence score isn't above a certain percent, it won't recognize it and the trigger won't continue. And obviously, each face then becomes a part of the VIP database.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we already explained this, but like we used Amazon recognition to actually detect the faces and store the data. And basically what it did is it compared the 2 images of the people, right? And for Rafinha, the one that it didn't send the email for, it it kind of found that there was like a 99.9 percent match to the face of the like the image we used to train the AI. So that's why it didn't send the image. And like for the ones that did send the image, there wasn't like enough of a connection. So that's how like the recognition kind of works.
And now for our conclusion, which is just a summary of everything that we went through. We used 4 main features. We used Amazon recognition, which worked hand on with the face recognition. We used Amazon S3 to store the images. We used the AWS Lambda to run the logic, and we connected that with the S3 for that S3 trigger, as I mentioned. And we used Amazon SNS to send alerts to the email, which Sai showed you, that when the confidence score wasn't above 90% or higher and it wasn't recognized, SNS, it sends you an email to tell you that there's a stranger alert. And essentially, this was our project.
Awesome. Thank you. This is great. Very professional approach of taking through the slides, and I like the um, a flow, right? So you added the demo to the middle of the thing so that people kind of understand what you guys are talking about, and then started explaining the each of the services. I think that makes a lot more sense so that people know what really happens before you jump into some of those services in detail. That's great. I think, like I said earlier, give a little more picture to the people about the services, what that service is towards the start as well, so that they understand this, and then before you go into the demo, and then towards the end, what you just did, Ani and Sahiri, that's great. So how did you guys approach this? Who all did what? When did you guys meet?
So essentially what we did was we knew that would be hard to like do it over multiple computers at the same time. So what we planned on doing was, and what we actually did was we met up on like throughout the week, like on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and like even today to just like revise the slideshow. But yeah, we did that, and then what we did was we all hopped on like call on like WhatsApp, and we just helped Sahari get through the process. So Sahari is doing the actual like building of the entire code and all the processes. But like we were all pitching in and supporting him, and also like giving him ideas to build off of.
Very nice, very nice. Now, if I ask one
Also,
of you guys to, yeah,
there's
go
one
ahead,
more
go ahead.
thing. So we were planning on well, this is the presentation we used for this class, but we're also planning on like making it a lot better and making it look more professional because and adding more slides, more info, and using your advice. What's it called? Yeah, your advice to make it better. And we'll have a different presentation, but it'll have the same info, but it'll look a lot better for the actual demo.
Okay, your audio was not that great, but what I understood is you are planning to do a little more extra things. Are you planning to do this for the demo or after the demo?
For the demo.
Sorry?
For next week. For next week.
For the next week, you're planning to do a little more. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, reach out to me if you stuck or you want me to take a look at it as well. Let me know. All right. That is great, and I hope this worked well, right? For you guys, working together with um your colleagues who probably some of you guys might not have met earlier, right? So what did you all feel about that? Figuring out working in a team, and most of you are probably did you all knew each other before coming to this session?
Yeah, well, for my team, at least I knew Advait and I've met Anya and Tahiri as well. I've met, so like it wasn't that bad.
Okay. So this is what in a real life world office environment it's going to happen, right? So you might your colleagues might be all new, right? So you still have to work together, figure out who needs to do what, right? And like you said, probably one person might be the only one who might end up creating that thing, but you'll have to contribute yourself to that. Now, can I ask one question? Can I ask anyone other than Sai Hari if this need to be done on their project? Will that work? Are you guys confident that you will be able to replicate what you did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
can.
think we have pretty high confidence in the fact that we can like apply his own project onto our computer.
Okay,
Yeah, and just echoing off of that, it's not like Sahar did all the work. Like we let him on through it. We just did it on his account, so that way, like he shows it that, so I can show the slideshow, and then Nahal and Advait can show like read off the slideshow and then implement what they also did in the background. We just found that it would be easier than if all of us did it on separate accounts and we'd all be like a step or two behind of each other. So on call, we would lead Sahari through all the steps and what we were doing.
very good, very good. All right, awesome. So you guys both, so this team is, I'm fully satisfied with team two's presentation. Team one need to work through, uh, allocating each of those slides we spoke about. Shivika, Arjun, Aditya, Madhav, whoever is gonna make to that call, so make to the session next week. Split the split the demo so that each one of you guys can talk about it. So that is some work required. So that means you need to prepare for it, uh, and make sure that you come ready for that on that day. Yeah, next Sunday. And team three, Raghav, let's connect on this. Um, you also need to prepare your slides, right? So make sure that that is also getting through um, before end of the week, right? And send it across to me once your slide is ready, so that we can take a look at it. And just reach out to me anytime when the slides are ready. So if you guys want to do a small demo with me, talking through slides, I'm okay with that as well. For the team three, I'm talking about. But Raga, we'll take a look at it on the error you faced, and we'll take it forward from there for you.
Thank you, Vimal. I think, yeah, team three specifically, if they need any help in between Vimal, maybe we might have to spend some time, especially because there are three in a team and Gayatri is not able to make it that day. So it's just going to be two people presenting and doing the demo.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's fine. So Raghav, let's connect on this. We don't have much time now, but let's connect on this after this. Just WhatsApp me. You, Arya and Gayatri, whenever you guys want to talk through, we can do that even today or tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, all right. Awesome. I'm so proud of you all. Great job. Hope this is helping you, and that's the most important part. All right. So getting to understand AWS, because this is only a small start. Whatever we touched upon is probably less than 0.1 percentage of what AWS is, right, and what the tech world is about. So this hopefully there is a spark and a fire which comes out of this, and you guys can take it forward. And each of these projects, right, when you look at it, um, you could do more, like what Nihal was talking about. You want to do probably take it to the next level of things, right? And a few others also spoke about that. So those kind of things is what you need to think, what I can take it to the next level. Now AI might be happening in parallel. A lot of things what you did probably can be done by a prompt, in today's world. But in the back end, how it works is what you need to learn, right? It is not just about using AI. It is about how internally it is built, because that is, unless you know that, you wouldn't be able to be a good engineer. All right, so I'll stop my lecture at that point. So reach out if you want to talk about any, even for team one and two as well. Through the week, anything you want to talk about, just text me. We can have some time to connect. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Vimal. I just wanted to say, I mean, it was all amazing presentations and good work by all the teams. And Vimal, you must be feeling really proud. We ourselves are, feeling very proud of all of you guys and can't wait to see what you have for us on 22nd.
Yep.
Very true, Tina. You summarized it very well, actually. Thank you very well. And it was great presentation. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, thanks to the kids. And unless,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole point is every week I come and talk about something, right? So unless you understand what I'm talking about and you're able to replicate it back, it's of no use, right? So it is your work, because many of the things what you did is probably I've not touched, right? Recognition I did not touch. How did you guys figure it out how to run it, right? So it's all the learnings, right? So most of the things is real life experience. When you do things and figure out yourself is what the thing is. I'm so proud of what you guys have done so far. Thank you.
Absolutely. So Rupa, I don't know if Rupa is on the call. And Rupa, do you want to talk about the Google form? Do you want to get a count of how many students will be there on 22nd? Rupa or Ranjit?
Yeah, please do that, Tina. Like at least two they said they are not coming, right?
Correct. I
We need
think
to
Gayatri and Arjun are not able to
yeah,
make it that day. Is there
yeah.
anyone else within the team, people who have participated? Is anyone not able to make it on 22nd? We would want to see like 100% attendance there that day, but due to unavoidable reasons, if you're not able to make it, let us know. Let us know. I mean, today will be great for you too. If you don't want to call it out right now, just message me and we'll make a note of that. But otherwise, shortly, you should be expecting a Google form to be filled, you or your parent. I suppose Rupa will be reaching out to you all, giving you the link and telling you what is expected. Well, that is all from me. That we wanted to do? Or do we want to continue with team three today, troubleshooting, or are you going to reach out separately in
I
the
will
coming
also
days?
I will have to research on that error because that error itself is new for me. So we'll
Okay.
have to look at that and figure it out. And Raghav, take a look at it. See if you are able to figure out what that error is.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm trying to figure it out right now.
yeah. So do that research and figure it out, and I'll also take a look at it. And if I'm able to see what is going on, then I will. Anyway, text WhatsApp me
Okay.
your number so that I know that I can respond to you then.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank
Good
you
night.
all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.